I think I can hold it.
I think I can hold it. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Hal had to figure out what that was.
it took me a minute.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Uh-huh.
Stupid stuff runners and triathletes say. Today on the Do Hard Things Today podcast. Hal Morris, you know, they say that runners and triathletes, they got to have a little brain damage to do the things we do.
That's what they say.
Is that a true story?
I think so.
And yeah, it's like with anything like that. I always want to know who is they? Who is the they? You know, they say, and we never know who that they is. But I think they're right. Today we wanted to come. A lot of races have been canceled. A lot of people a little bit frustrated, a little bit down with everything that's going on with the COVID and no time to race, no getting together with all your friends for the events and that kind of thing. So we'll probably do this in 3 or 4 parts and just pepper these in, every month or so. And we're going to do something today. It's called the stupid things that runners and triathletes say. And today we've got about 15 of those. Hal and I are just going to kind of go back and forth, and we want to laugh at ourselves. We want to laugh at you and with you. And you will probably be able to identify with, if not all of these, at least a good many of them. You think, Hal, you look at this list, you identify with any of those?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. Number one we're going to go with. Now, this is something stupid that people say, and this is one of the biggest lies that your running friends will tell you. And it is, we will go slow. All right, if somebody calls you up and asks you to go for a run and you're not wanting to go and you're like, I'm tired, I don't want to, especially if it's one of those people that's a lot faster than you, and you're like, not going.
We'll just go slow.
Yep. Hey, we'll just go slow. Don't worry about it. And what happens? You get out there.
They take off and leave you.
And they take off and leave you, and then you try to catch them, and then you feel like a big old ball of you-know-what. So don't listen to them. They're lying. We will go slow.
And kind of the one that goes with this is, we'll go at your pace.
Yeah, we'll go at your pace. Yeah, and what happens then? It's not your pace. You don't go at your pace.
Then you end up going at their pace.
You go at their pace, and then it just runs. So when they say that, they're lying. What's number 2, Hal?
It's just a little ache. I'll run through it. Little pain. We'll just run through it.
Yeah, it's like that thing of, there's a bone sticking out of your leg, but you're just going to run through it. You just got a little 3-mile run today, and so you're going to run through it. We are the world's worst at not identifying our injuries and just continuing to run, thinking they will go away. They don't just go away. So it's not just a little ache. Don't just run through it. Now here's one, and this is one, there's a couple of these that I want to, if you could see us on video, you would see me sticking my nose up in the air as I was saying this, and it is, I'm not jogging, I'm a runner. When you hear when people tell you that, hey, I saw you out jogging. I'm like, no, I'm not jogging. I'm running.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's another stupid thing that we say to people is, I'm not a jogger. I'm a runner. Well, as long as you're out there, it really doesn't matter what you call yourself. But that is something we say.
The next one. Did I mention I'm training for an Ironman?
Well, you didn't say that in the right voice. Say that in the right voice, Hal.
Did I mention that I'm training for an Ironman?
Yeah. Did I mention, you're talking to someone about your kid's school, you're talking to them about work, and somehow we work in that we're training for an Ironman into every conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marathon, you marathoners, same way. You want to tell everybody that you're training for them. I'm training for a marathon. Well, what does that have to do with what we're talking about? Oh, I just thought I'd work that in. There's a cool video out. It's on YouTube. You can find it. That it's like a little stick figure, and it's talking about training for an Ironman. It's kind of, look it up. I'm not sure what the name of it is.
This kind of goes along with my previous hobby. How do you know somebody's a pilot? They'll tell you.
Yeah, just talk to them. They'll tell you.
They'll tell you.
Yeah. I'm going to the strip. Right. Number 5, you're almost there. And this is something that runners say, but it's also, I tell you, this is another lie that people tell you. If you've ever run in a race, all those people that are trying to cheer you on, they start saying you're almost there. If you're in a marathon at like mile 3, there are people telling you you're almost there. runners that are passing you or faster than you. Hey, you're almost there. Keep going. Keep working hard. You're probably not almost there. You're almost there when you see the finish line. So
yeah, the lifeguards were telling me that when I was in the pool.
Yep.
At the triathlon.
Yeah, that's what we said.
You're almost there. Come on, you can
You're
do
almost there. We're all watching you.
And
Come on.
And what they were saying was, "You better hurry. I got to go.
Yeah, we're about to close the course.
I'm about to close the pool. You got to get out."
Yeah, that's it. What's the next one?
I'm carb loading
Oh, carb load. When do you carb load?
all the time.
All the time, right? That's hey. If you have walked out and if you've even walked around the block, you'll consider yourself a runner. And then anytime you're eating, you tell people you're carb loading. I'm carb loading. Oh, why are you eating that big bowl of pasta in the middle of the week? Well, I'm carb loading. What are you carb loading for? Well, I got a 30-minute walk tomorrow. So yeah, that's a stupid thing we say. We're carb. That's our excuse for any crazy eating we're doing is carb loading. The next one, I can't. I have to be up for a long run, a long swim, a long bike, whatever it is. And did I mention that I'm training for an Ironman?
That's right.
Hey,
and I used to be a pilot.
Yeah, and he used to be a pilot.
Uh-huh.
This is another one. If you could see us, we would have our noses in the air and saying that in that tone when people ask you, "Hey, you want to go grab something to eat tonight, or you want to go do whatever? You want to come over?" Oh, I would, but I got to get up. I got a long run tomorrow. I'm training for that Ironman.
Got to turn in early.
Yep, got to turn in early. So that's something that we say. Next one.
Doesn't that race sound fun?
Oh,
Let's do it.
Hey, last podcast they talking about the Ironman. They were talking about that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Doesn't that sound like fun? It always sounds like fun when we start. And whenever we're trying to talk each other into it, but a lot of times it ends up not being so much fun. The next one, turn my nose up again. I'm only running 10 miles. And we say this in the most passive-aggressive, braggy way we can to people. And relatively speaking, 10 miles is a long way for the vast majority of people out there. But what we like to do, we like to humble brag. I've only got a 10-miler tomorrow. I got a little recovery 10-miler tomorrow. That's what we say.
If it's not on Strava, it didn't happen.
That's yours, isn't it? You like yeah, you like the data.
It's got to be on there.
Not on Strava, it didn't happen. That's the thing. There are people that if their watches don't work, if they go out, we had the big Garmin outage just a few weeks ago. And some people just shut down. They're like, I'm just not even going to do it. Not even going to do it.
Yep.
If it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. I want to save a minute in transition by not wearing socks, sunscreen, etc., whatever that is. Unless you're an elite triathlete, get your stuff together in transition. Put your sunscreen on, put your socks on. It's amazing how we'll try to save 30 seconds in transition and end up costing ourselves 30 minutes of agony out on the course. So don't make it more complicated than it is.
I think I can hold it.
I think I can hold it. Okay.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I figure out what that was.
It took me a minute.
It's exactly what you think it is.
I
think I can hold it. And this is we do this, instead of using the facilities before we go for a run, or when we're standing there waiting for a race to start, or even when we're running and we don't want to waste the time to use it. We think we can hold it.
The line's too long,
line's too long. A lot of times that ends up in a bad thing. Number 13, plan says 3. I feel good. Let's do 13. Hey, we've all been there, man. You go out, your plan calls for 3 miles. You go out there, you feel good. So instead of being like, hey, I feel good, that means I'm in shape. You're like, I'm going to go ahead and run 13. Go ahead and wreck myself.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
All right. I'll never do one of those again.
Oh, when do we say that?
After it hurts.
Yeah, after it hurts. After we cross the finish line, we say, I will never do another one of those again. If I ever mention doing that again, just punch me in the nose, put me out of my misery. But this goes with the very last one for the day, which is, where do I sign up?
Sign me up.
Yep. It's that journey we all go on. We cross the finish line. We're miserable. Never going to do it again. We're done with this craziness. and then the very next day, where do I sign up? Put me in for something else. So that's 15 stupid things that runners and triathletes say. We're going to try to give you one of these about once a month, just a funny little thing, try to lighten the mood, get a few laughs out of you, and as we pepper in with all the other serious podcasts that we do that help you out. Hopefully this one helped you laugh at yourself, laugh at us, because we're right there with you. But we do want to remind you, do the hard things today. Tomorrow, take care of itself.